Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. If you're new here, please subscribe. I'd really love that. If you're returning, how you doing? What we're going to talk about right now is what people are seeing and experiencing in everyday life when it comes to being of the prepared mind. And I get sent pictures, videos, and emails. And if you would like to send in something for a video, just email me. My email is in the description box below. So this first email comes in from a community member, and she said, I was wondering how your arrow garden is going. It's going fine. My daughter-in-law, she's the one that tends to it, and it's going pretty well actually. She said, I was wondering if it was doing well. I have mobility and health issues that prevent me from gardening outside, not to mention the vermins getting into the outside garden. I thought this might be the best time of year to start thinking about garden, and also thought it would be cheaper to do so. Honestly, it is cheaper to have the arrow garden, and um, you get a lot more, should I say, when it comes to the arrow garden, and it grows faster. And I just love the way that I can just garden inside the house. It's so much nicer. It really truly is. And like especially like if you want to plant lettuce, like there's different varieties of lettuce, like arugula and stuff like that. You can even spinach. You can do what's called cut and come again. And the cut and come again is with an arrow garden, especially with an arrow garden. You can go and harvest however much lettuce or whatever greenery or herbs you want out of the arrow garden, and it just keeps growing right after that. It just keeps growing, keep growing, keep growing, keep growing. And it's so nice to be able to have that at our disposal, and it's in the house. So do I recommend arrow gardening? I sure do. I will leave some links in the description box below of the things that I use for gardening inside my house. Okay. And she said, also, I really want to send your grandbaby a crocheted baby blanket. I saw in the video that it's a girl, but I understand she's due in April. No, July. Yeah, she's due in July. Around July 4th, she's due. And she said, I wanted to crochet a lightweight cotton blanket, so hopefully it wouldn't be too hot for her. And with cotton, would be so soft against her tender skin. Well, thank you very much. I would really appreciate that. That's beautiful. Thank you. She said, only problem is, I know you live in Florida. I don't know if it'd be too hot for her to use. No, not in this house, because we keep the air at 72, and everybody always complains that it's too cold. So no, it wouldn't be. She said, but I know it can be safe for cooler, weather, but I'm not sure. Wanted your recommendations on the baby blanket. No, if you wanted to do cotton, that's absolutely fine. I think we would actually prefer cotton because it's organic, and it'll withstand the test of time, if you know what I mean. She said, also, I have some news. I will be a great grandma a month after my birthday in April. Also, that's beautiful. So congratulations. That's awesome. She said, in a roundabout way, I will. I don't do step or half. Me neither. I don't even include the term in-law. I just say daughter or, mother-in-law, whatever, but sometimes like during the video, I'll say, yes, my daughter-in-law, only because, a lot of people don't know that my son is of age to get married. He's going to be 26. So she said, my granddaughter's mother has an older daughter who is having a boy in April, and my son and mother are no longer together. Oh, but I choose to love her anyway. Well, thank you. That's really, really amazing. It's really amazing that you didn't let anything get in the way of showing love and compassion and everything else that comes along with being a mom, even though it's your ex daughter-in-law. I think that's beautiful. And but I wanted to thank you for sending me this email. Yeah. Pink, please. Pink for a little girl. So here is a screenshot that was sent in by a community member, and I'll read it to you because the writing is very small, and then I'll put it up. It says, Tyson Foods announces partnership with Protix, and that's Protix, for more sustainable protein production. The partnership represents Tyson Foods' commitment to continuous innovation, business growth, and working towards sustainable solutions, opening a new revenue stream while accelerating Protec's international expansion. Tyson Foods is one of the world's largest food companies, has reached an agreement with a two-fold investment with Protix, the leading global insect ingredient company. Yum. Yeah. The strategic investment will support the growth of the emerging insect ingredient industry and expand the use of insect ingredient solutions to create more efficient, sustainable proteins and lipids for use in the global food system. The agreement combines Tyson Foods' global scale experience and network. My dear Lord. So here is an email from a community member, and she left me a link to a YouTube video, and it's on her channel. So it says, "Watch. This is why we prep. Neighbor's house burned down this morning." Oh my dear Lord, are they okay? Was it a total loss? It's terrible. Oh my gosh. Well, thank you for sending this in. The link will be in the description box below. Okay, so I have two emails to share with you from the same community member, and this is what she wrote in. $34 trillion in U.S. Treasuries said to be worthless. Claims Bank of Japan Federal Reserve collapse after Russia signs currency PEG agreements with Saudis, UAE, OPEC. It says, as I write, it is 1:10 p.m. U.S. time on Thursday, December 7th, 2023, at about 3:45 a.m. today. Alarm bells started going off over Intel circuits regarding the visit by Putin to UAE and Saudi Arabia yesterday. On that trip with Putin was the chief of Russia's central bank and Chechenian leader Kadyrov. I know I didn't say that correctly, but that's okay. According to Intel, Putin signed currency PEGs with both the UAE and the Saudi Arabia, which were allegedly done on behalf of OPEC. According to Intel, these currency PEGs destroyed the petrodollar, which then caused U.S. treasuries to become worthless. Well, there's a surprise. Now, I am not any kind of expert or guru, financial expert or guru. Frankly, a lot of this financial stuff causes me to have eyes glazed over. Yeah, I agree with you. With a sort of deer headlights look on my face. So I must tell you, I do not yet fully understand the implications of this. The raw intel about 3:45 a.m. this morning claims the following: begin raw intel. Bank of Japan collapse, Federal Reserve collapse, SoftBank collapse. Get the heck out of here! Are you serious? The currency PEG signed between OPEC, Putin's visit to Saudi Arabia, and UAE on Putin's visit yesterday. The Central Bank of Russia's chief Elvira. Remember that movie? Oh, never mind. Nebayulina, last name, I think, brought to an end to the petrodollar. The 1.1 trillion of U.S. Treasury bonds held at the Bank of Japan as the carry trade unwinds is responsible for the Bank of Japan collapse and the SoftBank collapse. Federal Reserve has now also collapsed because the signed PEG agreements between OPEC ending the petrodollar and ISO 20022 and BASEL 3 have collapsed. The $34 trillion in outstanding U.S. Treasury bonds. That's why yields exploded in both the Japan government. Ooh. And then in the second email, it says Bank of Japan collapse, Federal Reserve collapse, SoftBank collapse. Oh, okay, so she's just carrying on of what she said. 10-year, so going back to the why the yields exploded on both Japan government bonds, 10-year, US 10-year at the same time. Expect massive monetary deflation. It's over for the US dollar. Well, I knew that was coming for years. I knew that was, going to happen. Geez, yeah. U.S. Treasury bonds are now worthless. Gold will now move much higher, and the oil prices in dollar terms will collapse. This will now all unravel in the coming hours and few days. I must reemphasize, I do not understand almost any of this. I cannot analyze what I do not understand, but the screaming over Intel circuits was so ferocious and continues to be so ferocious that I felt the need. One thing seems clear: Putin visits the UAE and Saudi Arabia yesterday seems to have set off some sort of financial shitstorm. I just don't know how or when to reveal it will unreveal itself in our markets. Holy smacks. So pretty much financial collapse is here. Oh shit. Wow. Okay. Damn. Well, you know what? We've been talking about this for how long? And even when I had my best friend Trish on, when we would do like Friday night lives and stuff like that, she would always talk about this. And, she works for Goldman Sachs and she knows like literally the ins and outs of everything. And it's almost scary, the knowledge that she has. And she tried warning all of us 3 years ago, 2 years ago, something like that, about all of this. And wow, so yeah, it's finally here, huh? Damn. So here's an email from a community member, along with some pictures. She said, "There's no serious purpose to this text." That's okay. She said, "I just wanted to show you Barnabas the bunny in his Christmas sweatshirt." Oh, good Lord, would you stop with the bunny in this sweatshirt? She said it took close to 10 minutes to get it on him and he threw a tantrum and wouldn't move till I took it off of him. So he wore it for less than 5 minutes. Oh, dear God, this thing. He is so cute. I can't stand it. Ah, what's it say? Official cookie tester? Stop. And here's a picture that was sent in by a community member, and I'll read it to you and then I'll put it up. And it says, on the left is the former VP of Monsanto. Oh, Monsanto. Yeah. A company that poisons everything that you consume. Yeah, Roundup. Yeah. If you ever used Roundup, like on, your property for weeds and whatnot. Oh, yeah. The gardeners that were using this Roundup for how long? They're all sick and stuff like that. Yeah. On the right is the current deputy commissioner of the FDA, an agency that protects you from companies like Monsanto. This is illegal. This is legal. How, dude? How? You know what I mean? How? And before I go, here are some videos that were sent in by community members that have been deconstructed and constructed again by yours truly. All right, guys, I'm out of here. I'll see you in the next one. You stay safe, you stay positive, you keep prepping. And as always, drink more coffee and eat more chocolate. Fear less. Ciao.
This time of the year, you might find yourself putting brown sugar on your shopping list if you want to make a Christmas cake or a Christmas pudding or your own mincemeat or toffee or Yorkshire parkin. But when you have a look, you'll see that brown sugar is 4 times the price of granulated. So we are going to save a fortune because we're going to make our own. Pop it into a jar with a lid, and unlike the shop-bought alternative, it doesn't go into a hard lump. Gorgeous.
Want to throw away your dog dish soap after hearing this. And I promise you will never want to use it again. One of the ingredients in it is triclosan, which is a registered pesticide, but it has also been linked to numerous health problems. It's an endocrine disruptor. It can cause allergies and even damage in your nervous system. And even cause cancer. Beware of anything marked antibacterial in the grocery store. This chemical is found in 76% of antibacterial washes. Brands like Colgate, Ajax, and Dial dish soap. So, just wondering if you're going to switch to an all-natural dish soap like I have after hearing this.